Jeff Bezos ignores Meg's harassing call for lunch while hanging out with Oprah Winfrey at the Oscars. Jeff Bezos ignores Meghan's harassing lunch invitations while hanging out with Serena Williams post Oscars. An insider who attended the 2024 Oscars revealed in a blind press that Meghan couldn't even get a phone call from the wealthy bookseller. But former list athlete Serena Williams is probably having lunch with him right now because he and his beau invited her over while hanging out last night. The rich bookseller mentioned here is said to be billionaire Jeff Bezos. In other words, Bezos won't pick up Meghan's call, which means she's calling him. She wasn't at the Oscars and no one seemed to take her calls anymore. Jeff's fiance knew exactly who Meghan was, and there was no way she would invite her to any gatherings anymore. The hostesses are extremely careful about who they invite because just one bad guess can ruin your whole reputation for throwing a great party. No one wants a couple that constantly quarrels or snoops unless it's a dog, a mooch, a sneak, a brat, or a booger, because if word gets around that you have these types of people at a party, then interesting guests will not come anymore. Meghan was unable to receive invitations to parties before or after the Oscars, so she signed up for South by Southwest and decided to hang out and pretend to be best friends with a member of the Sussex team and their family to create some positive publicity for herself. Meghan Markle bought her way into the event, acting like she was important. It makes us wonder what the organizers of South by Southwest are thinking. All she does is talk about being a victim and how she's the most trolled person on social media. If not the whole world, anyone who has followed the Sussex shipwreck over the years knows which about the speeches she gave to the young world in which she mentioned herself 54 times in a row, if you can believe it. The reason people were upset was because she was there to support charities and not talk about herself 54 times in just a few minutes. But the problem is that they are telling others to do it while telling us how to do it. The South by Southwest panel took place on, ironically, International Women's Day, Meghan's favorite annual holiday, where she has to remind everyone that she's a feminist and a champion of women. This day should be renamed St. Meghan, even though it gives us more than content. It's interesting to see how she holds her own in the group of more successful women. We know that she can't stand not always being the center of attention. Meghan's inclusion on the South by Southwest panel shows her hypocrisy. She wants to lead with kindness, but there's a darkness in her soul. She did not try to stop the cult of eye squads from creating unfounded rumors about Catherine, Princess of Wales. At the end of Thomas's coronation, Meghan will ask her followers to stop. If she cares about anyone other than herself, she'll meet her father before he passes away. We know all this will never happen, though. All Meghan cares about is herself, and the South by Southwest panel proves it.